Overall thoughts on the scrimmage. What did you see today?
Well, I thought overall, I was disappointed in our energy level. I didn't think we came out with the energy level we've had all fall camp long. I thought that was evident in our starters, just evident all over. I could tell it when we walked out here and stretched. But it was good to see. We had a long physical practice yesterday, and I wanted to bear down on them hard today. I knew that it was going to be hot today, which these guys needed, and I want to see how they would respond. So I thought our energy level was flat, but overall, I thought we got some really good reps in. We got a lot of young guys, some good opportunities to eval off film, and there'll be a lot of movement probably today in the depth chart wise. But overall, I'm pleased where we are. You can definitely tell this was we hadn't had many, but this was day 18 of camp, and I think the heat kind of crushed a few of them today, which was disappointing. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we're going to bear down on them, and we still got 2 weeks to go. Get ready for that first game, and these guys will be ready. And one of the biggest things for me as a head coach, I got to make sure that they're fresh, they're healthy, and they're ready to play.
You said coming out of spring and again this fall, you said Ben is your leader at quarterback. Any change in the pecking order behind him between Rafe and DJ?
Well, right now I'll probably wind up naming somebody toward the end of the week. Ben's had some good things, done some good things. I think all three of them have did some really good things out here today and did some really bad things today. We got to continue to get better at that position. We got competition, which is great. So I thought each one of them had some things they did well. Ben, Rafe, DJ. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes from here. When you know someone's biting at your heels, that's always a good thing, and it makes you better, it makes you stronger, and so we'll see. We got a great, healthy battle going on right now.
Coach Gunn has a pretty crowded tight ends room, and for the last couple of weeks, Hunter Thedford has been working over there. What prompted that decision, and what do you like about him at that spot?
Well, he's big. He's a big body, 6'6", and a half. He's about 270. Moves well, got great hands. And it's really kind of got hung in the depth chart on the defensive line. And to see him be able to move on that side of the ball and play an abundance is big. And so we'll see. He's still getting some work on the defensive side of the ball, but this is a young man that's done a good job. He's had a really good camp over the last 2 weeks.
Harrison Barton's got a lot of run lately at right guard. What do you like about him? I know he's a flexible guy who can play center or guard, but what do you like about him and gives you confidence to put him in the lineup?
Well, I think, first of all, he's a tough kid. He's a kid now that was redshirted last year, understands the system, understands college football and the demands on it. He's smart, extremely smart, and we've really bared down on him. And Will Hopkins was out today. He'll be back in on Sunday, but which allowed us to do some maneuvering around and get some guys kind of cross-trained. And just all it does is just help us with depth. But with Harrison, with Jacob Jador, and those guys has really helped us out. So it was great to see a lot of young kids get a lot of reps today, and because that was our big thing. I felt like coming into this week, I knew what my top 18 players were. I needed to find my top 22. That was including our from quarterback all the way across. So we'll go back in and reevaluate things, and then. The biggest thing coming into this week of camp and coming out of today was making sure that we can find some quality, dependable backups, and that are going to play a lot this year.
If you've got your top 18, where are the question marks still in your mind?
Well, we had some issues. A couple of little spots up front in the offensive line at a right guard position. Where is that going to be? Where's that all going to play? And we had some issues at linebacker. Some things at linebacker that we were looking at. From our Will and our Mike backer, we were kind of doing some rotation there, see how that comes out. And obviously in the secondary, a couple things at the safety position and catching those guys, see where they're at. And so that's kind of was our focus coming into this week.
You mentioned a couple of weeks ago Elijah McQueen, who had such an impressive spring. He said in certain situations you might bring him up to a star linebacker spot. Do you worry about overloading him?
Yeah, we do, and that's Coach Malone has talked about that, and we've talked about it as a staff. But the biggest thing comes in is, when the game's on the line, you want your best players on the field, and I don't want to look over there and see that I got one of my best players standing on the sideline because we failed to get this guy ready when we had ample time to get him ready. And so we've moved him around, but we got to limit it. We got to be smart in what we do, and Coach Malone's done a really good job of that in the defensive staff.
when you watch the special teams drills, some of your starting receivers, DBs, have been back there fielding kicks. Is that just for drills, or do you as coach have any hesitation about putting starters out there and risking some injury when you need them on offense or defense?
No, not at all. That's an area that has to improve for us. For us to get better and achieve the goals we want to get set this year, we've got to become a more efficient special teams units. And by doing that, you got to put your best players on the field. So I've committed, we've all committed that we're going to put the best on the field, and regardless who that is, and to get those guys to be able to give us a chance to either have a short field or to play on a long field. And so you'll see those guys out there. We're going to play our best.
Still some green and yellow jerseys. Any injury updates you can give?
No, not really. There was some that I put in green today, and that was just a non-contact. It was they could scrimmage, but I didn't want them on the ground, and but that was by design. But we're actually healthier than we've been, and knock on wood, we're going to keep them that way.